It's been 50 years since the War of the Wilds, and still nothing grows on the Kindlelands. The exact day the flora of the world stood up and ravaged the cities of the Graynor Peninsula is lost to the ages. After the Great Fire tore its way from west to east, turning the land barren and fallow, the otherworldly patrons, the guides, and the great cities of the Kindlelands worked together in their own way to bring a kind of peace to a war-torn people. It is a gentle, delicate balance, and something or someone threatens it. Welcome to Another Path. My name is Chase, and I'll be your GM. Today, the Aegis Three delve deeper into the besieged city of Plainswatch and do a little cleaning up along the way. A quick reminder before we jump in that the best way to support this show is to tell a friend about it or give us a rating on Apple Podcasts. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip down Another Path.
Oh, hey, so fun facts. I got me some new D20s.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, let me introduce you to the new gang.
Have you named them yet?
Yes, I have. So I have this guy. He's got this weird red side, but then just a solid blue side to him.
Oh, neat.
This is
nifty.
Rufus. And then I have the brothers. They have very similar backgrounds, but different colored text. So it's Montgomery and Montague. They're the Monties. So yeah, I've just added some new good dice boys to my numerical sundries, guys. I'm so excited.
Fun stuff.
Numerical sundries. There's a phrase.
Yeah, all right. I'm down with it.
I'm pretty sure I've been to that store.
Numerical sundries?
I know
TM.
sundry.
Tim.
Yeah, it's next door to Bits and Bobs.
Yeah,
and
Bits
across
and
the
Bobs.
street from Strings and Things.
And right and across the street from Boat Drinks. So
Also true.
it's
all
a
of our
really
intellectual
baller
properties.
block to be
And
on.
in the
for real.
basement, and
Right.
it's in the basement of it is my new favorite store, Necrobits,
Necrobits.
Necrobits.
which is where you can get all your necromantic needs.
I love it. But no.
Hamster die? Go to Necrobits.
Good.
Really
A full
missed
skies
your damn
Minotaur
goldfish?
skeleton.
Did you seriously just say hamster die? Because there's a scene I have to do for work here, where I play a kid named Julian, and we're talking about resiliency. And he's having a real bad week, and at the very end of the thing, his mom sits him down to tell him that his hamster Frodo died, and it's really sad.
No.
Should have taken him to Necrobits.
I know. Pfft, there we are.
It's because he didn't have his Sam. If he'd had his Sam, he wouldn't have died.
You see, I heard hamster die, and I immediately went to dye that you would use on your hamster to turn it different colors.
God, that's also fair.
Oh.
Yeah.
If this is the cold open, man, we're setting the bar real low.
Look, that's good, because this is a weird one.
Oh yeah, I got some magic cocaine.
Yes, you do
Which
have
Which
magic
I have,
cocaine.
I have stats for your magic cocaine. When you use it immediately, it automatically reduces your exhaustion level to normal.
Wow.
So no matter how tired you are, you go back to 0.
Nice.
It restores your highest level spell slot. So if you've spent your big one, you can get that back. Or if you've spent any of yours, you can get one back.
Oh, nice.
There is a 2 in 20 chance of addiction. Each time you use it, it goes up by 2.
Ooh.
10%, 20%, 30%.
Yep.
Yikes.
And it takes 1 week for it to detox. During that week, you lose 1 hit die, per day. You can't, you don't get to spend that hit die per rest. Except you do spend it, and you spend it to damage yourself.
Yowza.
So every time you take a rest, any rest, short, long, anything, you are losing 1 hit die of damage. While as your body sits down and recovers and realizes, oh, I want more magic cocaine.
Magic cocaine.
So don't worry about writing all of that down. I've got that ready to go if it comes up. That is an option for you if you end up in a tough spot.
Awesome.
Thunk. That is what you hear as you catch your breath inside the small farmhouse, caught in the open field that is the namesake of Plainswatch. As the vines tangle in from the arrow puncturing the house, the late afternoon sun filters in. The three of you are probably going to have to make a break for it across 300 yards of open terrain. But for right now, you're safe.
All right, well, I've got this lit, so I could give us quite literally cover fire.
Hey.
You see what I did there?
I can kind of do that too, and I do produce flame, and I make a little flame. It's not as...
I'm glad we can still be jocular when we're about to die. Are there vines growing through the walls of the house, shack?
Very little ones at this point. They've only hit the house like twice.
Okay.
I cut the vines with my machete.
Can I make an investigation check on the house? I'm looking for a basement, trapdoor, anything.
Roll your investigation.
7.
You don't find any sort of basements or trapdoors or anything like that. You find a bed.
Anyone tired? No?
Is this just one singular space, or is there, like, other rooms?
Most of it is dominated by a single room, which is what you're standing in right now, which is kind of a combination kitchen, living room, dining room situation. 2 small bedrooms off to the side. You found a second bed.
I'm just wondering if there are doors inside.
Yeah, there are doors.
Awesome. I want to pull out their hinge pins. And just kind of demonstrate, just kind of put it over my head and be like, like, big shield.
Are you exercising?
No, I think it's actually a pretty good idea, Zafir.
Do you need me to count? 1.
No,
2.
I'm not doing reps right now. I'm trying to show you we have a way to block their attacks, at least a little bit.
That works.
So we've got 2 doors and a couple mattresses.
And I can just turn into something real fast and run real fast if you want.
Well, there we are. So you and I, Jackson, will hold a door and...
Separate doors, I think?
Yes. You said there's, 2 other rooms? So I would assume there's probably 2 doors? Boom.
Yes.
Cool. I will follow Zafir's fine example and pop a door off its hinges for makeshift shield.
Okay.
And just be ready to get it up in front of us so we can run.
Is there any way I can poke my head out and sort of scout out, like, just kind of... Let me restart. Do we know from which way these arrows are being fired at us, or is it like all around us?
Yes, there's definitely a spot there coming from a little bit closer into the city.
Am I able to poke my head out and kind of get a gauge of, like, maybe see how many there are, how far away they are?
They're a little too far out at this point. That is something you might be able to do as you get closer, but right now, too far.
Okay.
You're sitting at about you're a good ways out at this point still.
All right. So are we running? Here's my next question. Are we running toward them, or are we running elsewhere?
Well, we have to go that way. The fountain's there. The green lady's, Gaia, she's out there somewhere.
Yeah,
hopefully she hasn't turned into this tree.
Yeah, I would side with Jackson here. I think that is our only option unless we want to go way out of our way for this.
Right. Okay.
Right.
If we're going to do this, I'm going to make an intelligence check.
Okay. Sure.
I am very excited to carry a door in front of me into battle.
Excellent.
As I have rolled an intelligence check of 4.
Excellent.
I have no ideas. I have no plans. Let's do this.
All right.
I've got
we do our get ready to breach and go for it, I guess.
Heading outside, what we are going to actually end up doing is we are going to move into a skill challenge.
All right.
As you make your way across the fields. So a quick reminder of how those work. The 3 of you will tell me exactly what you are doing using one of your skills in order to get yourself across safely. I will then assign a DC to what you are doing. If you use something, this might be different from the last time we did this. If you use something that somebody else has already used, the DC is going to be a little bit higher to encourage a little more creativity there. You have to hit 3.
in order to get across safely.
Three each or three total?
3 each.
Oh, so just like back in the festival.
Exactly, just like back in the festival. Also, like last time, if you hit your 3 successes, you can continue to roll on them in order to help out people who haven't hit them yet. For the 2 of you that have doors, because I didn't think of that, that's really clever, you already have 1 success.
Yeah!
Oh, boy.
Got your back!
Hey, it's a real good job. I'm real proud of you.
Hey, thanks.
All right.
Hey.
So,
Hey, thanks, Mr. Meatman.
Yeah, you got it. Ain't nothing but a thing.
you breach the door, and you head out into the field. Zephyr, what do you do?
I think I'm just gonna go with a nice athletics check, just to book it.
Okay.
Why not save
Sounds
the athletics check for the one of the two of the three of us who are actually good at athletics?
I mean, I'm proficient in athletics.
What?
I'm a dragon.
What?
As a dragonborn, I'm proficient in athletics.
What?
But you have skinny chicken legs.
I've got a +3 to it.
That's
Okay, that's pretty good.
I rolled a
That's pretty good.
16.
That dog don't hunt.
All right, you're good. How are you using athletics to help you?
I mean, to get this thing nice and squared against me and supported, and just to get a nice sprint going, without toppling over because big door. I think it's because I have the soldier background. I have athletics.
Jackson, what are you doing?
That tracks.
For reference, I've got the Mission
Soldier.
Impossible theme running through my head right now, since we don't actually have music.
Absolutely, there's definitely a MIDI version of that playing right now.
Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Oh, that makes sense. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I would like to make a survival check.
Uh-huh.
To, not pull a Rickon Stark.
Okay.
Dude,
Absolutely.
that was
Go
a
ahead and roll that.
reference. Dude, for real though, he was so stupid.
It was so stupid.
Serpentine.
14.
14? Yeah. You
I zig and I zag.
you both zig.
I do, in fact, zag on him.
You zag on him. Excellent. And as you are running, you hear an arrow like plunk down right behind you. So you are zagging appropriately.
Yeah,
Nice.
could you describe what happens with the arrows when they contact something?
Sure. As an arrow hits down, it takes about maybe 3 or 4 seconds before vines start pouring out of the arrow. It's not a huge growth quickly, maybe like 2 or 3 feet at first, but it does happen within the span of like 5 seconds.
Gotcha. Okay. I have a plan, and I'll save it for later.
I love it. Mordecai.
I'm going to cast a spell. I'm going to cast
Okay.
Fog Cloud. It is, I'm going to do a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point in range. So I'm going to do it maybe like 20 feet ahead of me, and I'm going to dive into that cloud and then change direction slightly from where I was running earlier to try and throw him off my trail stealth.
Yeah, that'll do it. Go ahead and roll that stealth.
16.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, except because of my fiend thing, though, it looks more like steam instead of fog.
And that will take us back to the top with Zephyr.
Well, would I be in his steam cloud?
You
It's
would.
a 20-foot sphere.
Okay.
Use deception. Lie to the arrows.
Just a moment.
No, arrows, I'm your friend, believe me.
I
We
promise.
went to high school together.
So these arrows, I'm assuming they're magic. And I'm gonna use my Eldritch sight, to try to get a sense of where they're coming from.
Ooh.
And, so that way I can kind of sense them coming at me a little easier, I guess.
Yeah, buddy.
All
So,
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, that'll work.
How to,
Perception?
so like perception, like with advantage maybe?
Just flat perception, because you're in a fog cloud. You're in
That's
a magical
fair.
fog cloud right now. That's kind of fucking with you a little bit.
Alright, Montague, let's do this. Montague! Alright, that is an unnatural 20.
All right. As you make your way out of the steam cloud, you are able to see from a very specific building. There's a big like pulse of magic, and then you see the arrow kind of firing out. It looks like maybe they're using some kind of apparatus to launch these arrows at you to get so far away. Because you are still probably about like 200 yards away, which is not an easy shot to make.
Yeah.
No.
You've got that going for you. And they're a little ways off. They're further south of the tree than you're actually heading right this moment.
Gotcha.
So you're not heading directly into fire, but you are going to be running parallel to it pretty quickly.
Cool.
Okay, Jackson.
Okay. I think this is acrobatics, or it might be sleight of hand.
Proceed.
I would like... Well, here, let me first ask you something. Have I ever seen these arrows before?
Oh,
or
no.
something like this?
No. This is real weird.
Okay. I would like to try to catch one with my door as I'm running.
Okay.
So that we have one.
Okay. This will count as neither a success or a failure.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
I already have 2, so...
Fair enough. Yes. Oh, and Zephyr, you're good. You've got your 3.
Oh, I'm done, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you absolutely can do that.
So what am I rolling?
Roll me that sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand with door?
Yes.
Sleight of door.
Sleight of door.
12? With sleight of door?
Yeah, okay. Okay, it's a pretty big door. That'll work.
Okay, great.
You hear a really loud thunk. And it hits your door.
Hey, I got one! Oh shit, gotta keep running.
Yep.
It's cool! Also, they're trying to kill us with vine arrows.
Alright, Mordecai.
I'm looking at my proficiencies and trying to figure out how to make any of this work. There's no animals for me to handle currently.
There are not.
You are the animal. You are the animal.
Can't do like a constitution contest with the arrows.
Can you mold earth?
That's
Is that a thing you have?
Yeah, but it doesn't do probably what you think it would. Anything helpful.
Yeah,
here.
it's very small scale kind of stuff.
Yeah, like at best I could make difficult terrain for myself.
Yeah.
Which is not useful.
If you want to build a latrine, Mold Earth is the spell for you.
Yeah. That's probably why it was invented.
Can you intimidate the arrows?
If only. Actually, my intimidation's garbage, so that wouldn't really be useful.
I mean, if Zoolander can do it, I think you can.
Here's an excellent point. Chase, I would like to intimidate the arrows. I'm kidding. I'm going to I'll do survival in,
Okay.
sort of I guess this could fall under either this or perception, trying to, like, rely on my like, periphery to kind of see incoming arrows and give me a little bit more of a chance to dodge out of the way.
Okay, go for it.
It's going to be 17.
That'll do it.
13 plus 4.
Beautiful.
All right. So you are able to kind of keep your head on a swivel and be looking out. And you are ducking and dodging and weaving around, trying to make sure that you're not getting hit. Zephyr, you have finished your challenge. Are you going to continue to roll to help?
How far did you say that the building was?
Maybe 100 yards south of, like, the edge of the building line where you are heading towards.
Alright, so not 100 feet, 100 yards.
Yards.
'Cause I was wondering if I could, like, cover fire with Eldritch Blast, but that's not, it's too far.
That's a little further out, yeah.
Yeah, just a little too far. I would like to, with, my awakened mind, my telepathy, I would like to, did I just call it telepathy?
Yes, you did.
Sorry, telepathy.
You did do that.
Yes, you did. I prefer
I fixed it. And since I would say I'm kind of out in the open, to kind of give them like a spotter type thing. Be like,
Okay.
like, Mordecai incoming.
Okay.
Like, that type of stuff.
I will give both the guys advantage on this next roll.
Got your back.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay. Jackson, what are you doing?
Is there any chance that we are running downhill?
No, flat land.
Dang
Are you
it.
gonna try to surf?
Absolutely.
I don't worry, I had that thought too already with my shield. I was gonna straight up Breath of the Wild this shit.
I was gonna surf the door. GM, would you like to retcon so that we can have surfing the door? I'm
Please
kidding.
don't surf the door.
I will let you surf the door another day. I'm a man of my word. I know where I can fit that in.
And that, dear listeners, is a promise.
It happens during Vision Quest.
All right, you've heard it here, folks. If he doesn't let us do that, you guys get to slander him on Twitter all you want.
Rip this motherfucker.
I'm a man of my word. Give me like 6 months. It'll happen sometime.
Fair.
Good.
I will turn this game around. How about, here's what I want to do. Never mind. This is probably an athletics check.
Okay.
And that's okay. I want to grab the arrow out of the door and put it in my pack, and then I want to just throw the door in a direction that I am not going in, as just to see, and so that they have a flying target, so that they think they're supposed to shoot the door. So, does that make sense?
Yeah. All right. Go for it. That's athletics at advantage because of yours helping you out.
22.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So you see that you are getting near the edge of the building line, and you decided, fuck it, I'm gonna make a break for it. You twist the door, grab the arrow, and shove it away from you, and you just bolt.
Ah! Oh. Shoot the door!
All right, Mordecai.
Okay. As a barbarian, I have a feature called Danger Sense.
Okay.
It gives me advantage on dexterity saves versus seen threats, such as traps or spells. Could I argue just a straight up and down dexterity save, essentially, versus incoming arrows?
Yeah. Sure.
Cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, go for it.
I will do that then. That's a 6.
You have advantage.
I have advantage from Zephyr.
From me. Yeah, boy.
Ooh. That is a
worse?
7.
Okay.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why we roll the dice.
You do the same thing. You see Jackson throw the door and say, fuck it. And you say, fuck it as well. And you stop paying any attention and you go into the, like, half barbarian rage zone. And you just start booking it. You're almost there. And then an arrow clips you right along the back of your shin.
Ow.
And you're gonna take... you take 5 damage as an arrow clips the back of your leg. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god. I'm okay with those. Unnatural 20.
Okay, you're fine. As the arrow hits you, you feel your body momentarily kind of catch up with itself, like, oh god, I've been running a long time. Oh god, okay, no, I'm fine. And either of the two, let's see here, Zephyr, you are providing advantage to Mordecai. Jackson, you have made it to the other side. Are you going to risk getting hit again to try and help Mordecai through?
How far are we from the sniper's nest?
They're about 100 yards south.
100 yards south through
Yes.
buildings and side streets, or?
Yeah, you can take the back roads now that you're on this side of it.
Okay, great. I want to start heading that way.
Okay.
And I want to make a stealth check to, not be loud and clanky.
Okay. You can absolutely do that. Go ahead and roll that.
Well, I have disadvantage, but my first roll was a 1, so it doesn't matter.
No. So you start taking off in that general direction.
The second roll was a 2. I've rolled a 1 and a 2.
I'm so happy to be running this game tonight, guys. So you look at Zephyr and say, hey, I'm gonna go and check and get those guys. You keep an eye on Mordecai, and you start just like, you don't even think about sneaking. You just kind of tromp off.
Okay. Alright, bye.
Mordecai,
Yo.
what are you doing?
Fuck if I know, man. I think I'm just gonna do... can I roll with me on this? Can I with
I just threw a door, so
I have
you should know by now I'm real permissive of bullshit.
Yeah. So as barbarian, I have reckless attack, which is I can give myself advantage on an attack, giving me disadvantage on no. Things that then have advantage on me. Can I alter this into just reckless running? And I suppose I did already just do that, didn't I?
Well, you tried to, but it didn't go so well. So here's what I will do.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that. You are, and it will count as a success, but you are going to take a D4 of damage.
Deal. I will take that deal.
All right. So you make it to the other side of the street, catching another arrow in the back of your shin.
Bring it on!
You end up breaking it off before it can entangle you into the ground again, but you do take 3 damage in the process.
Nice. Ow.
Okay, you are all through the field.
That sucked. You did okay, I say to Zephyr.
Yes, no, I've just been sitting here having tea. We should probably go after Jackson now. He has run off into God knows what.
So, okay, yep. Wait, hang on. I think I hear him.
Clank, 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 clank.
clank, 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 clank.
I followed the clanking.
Heading to where the sniper encampment is?
Yar.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly what is throwing those. It is far beyond the reach of any bow I have seen.
Yeah.
I believe there is some sort of contraption that might be firing those this great distance.
So I get to break a big
All right.
thing? Cool.
Aren't you glad you brought your hammer?
Yeah. Before we go in, I'm gonna tap the sprig of wood on my necklace, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
All right. How many spells are you down now?
That is all of them. I'm out of spell slots, and I heal myself 12.
All right.
Or no,
great.
11.
Jackson, do you slow it up at all to wait for your companions, or are you just running full force at this point?
I firmly believe that I'm snucked.
Fair.
That is how that works.
So since I have this stealth advantage, as much as I care for my brothers in arms back there, I can't give up this advantage because it might save our lives.
That's true.
Spec the fiction.
I'm going to keep going because, if Mordecai doesn't make it, at least I'm going to take out that goddamn sniper.
Right.
Spec the fiction.
Patron damn sniper?
Yeah.
Guides damn sniper?
Guide damn.
Guide
We
damn.
found it.
Damn.
Guys, we found it.
There it is. Cool.
There it is.
We need to market that immediately. TM.
TM. There's a shirt on the Etsy. There is no Etsy. There's no Redbubble either.
There's no Redbubble, no Etsy.
There might be a
No.
Teespring.
No.
There's not a Teespring.
There's not a Teespring.
There's not a Teespring.
Jackson, you get to the inn a bit ahead of the other two. They're firing out of the second story of an inn titled The Barred Door. As you're making your way over there, you assume the city would actually be silent. What?
We can't keep letting him doing this, guys. We have to stop him.
Guys, we have to stop going to inns because Chase has too many good names for the inns.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not just inns. It's also boats and.
He can't keep getting away with it.
Why do you think I play D&D? I like naming shit. It's real hard, and I spend most of my time doing it, but when I strike gold, I use it immediately. I do not pass go, and I do not collect $200. There is no money in this.
Well, I mean, it's true.
20 minutes on session writing, hour and a half brainstorming for pun names.
It's pun names and map aesthetics. That's it.
Those map aesthetics.
Can I just set fire to the inn?
No,
Can we burn it down?
You're welcome to try.
It's fire resistant. It's up to code.
Well, the people with fire aren't there yet, so.
Okay, so it's the second. You said that they're shooting out of the second story of the inn?
Correct.
Okay, do I see anyone immediately Like, do I see people?
Not on the first floor. You could see shapes moving around on the second floor, but you can't see anybody individually.
Okay. What's the building made out of?
Largely stone. There is a little bit of wood mixed in there, though.
I would like to do a thing.
Okay.
Because I am snucked and stealthy, I can't... If I go in the front door, I lose that advantage. I would like to climb the outside of the building jump in through the window that they're shooting from.
Jackson.
I cannot stop you. And I won't.
Jackson.
Because no one expects that. This is the sneakiest thing I can think of. I am living this fiction.
Hey, Zafir, I just got a really bad feeling in the air.
I feel like Jackson is doing something that might get him killed.
Let's maybe pick up the pace.
We should run. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So,
Jesus Christ.
Roll an athletics check, Jackson.
Okay.
Is that a nat 20?
No. I say again. Except to Ryan this time. He can't keep getting away with this.
It's a... So that's a natural 20, or you said athletics?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or a 27.
Jesus.
Okay.
However you want to look at that. Oh.
Because you rolled a nat 20, this is the boon I will grant you. Re-roll your stealth.
Hey.
12
12
and 13, so 12.
Wow.
Okay. So you adhere yourself to the edge of the inn, and you start climbing. And you know the footholds and the boards and all of that, and you quickly and somehow quietly make your way up the edge. And as you're getting up there, you hear footfalls going towards the other side of the inn where you were running. Because they heard your clanging that way, and then you actually slowed up for a second.
This is a great plan.
Okay. Okay. The two of you are about to come upon the inn.
Do we see Jackson on the side of the building?
You do.
I just silently, I just look up and extend my arms in the universal sign of, what the fuck, man?
You and your brain here, what the hell are you doing?
I almost slip. Oh, bears.
Can I see any of the people from the window?
You can, and I would like you both to roll stealth checks at disadvantage.
Oh, shit. 17.
Oh.
6.
That's a 12.
Okay. Mordecai, you are peeking out from behind an upturned shop cart, and you see him. Mordecai, you're just kind of standing in the middle of the alleyway, and you start to hear shouting coming from the second floor of the inn.
Cover.
And unless somebody has anything they would like to do immediately, we're going to go ahead and roll some initiative.
Let's do
once
it.
I have something.
Okay.
Once I see dude, like
Okay.
one of the dudes, I snap a finger, and I will cast Phantasmal Force on him.
Okay.
And what I want him to see is the walls around him turn black. And a bunch of goopy hands come out and attempt to grab him. He needs to make an intelligence save, I do believe.
Okay.
No, it's a check. Wait, what is it? Yeah, it's a save.
Okay.
It's an investigation check, I'm sorry.
Okay, he is not trained in that. Is that an intelligence?
Yeah.
It is intelligence, yeah.
Man, it doesn't matter. I just rolled a 4.
Awesome. Alright, so one of the hands buffets him, and he's gonna take 4 psychic damage from that.
Okay, great.
And then there's just a bunch of hands in the room that are scaring this man.
Okay.
Ooh. That's cool.
So that's like knee-jerk reaction of dudes. Ha! Ha! Spell attack.
Great. Now we will roll initiatives.
Fantastic.
God.
12.
Okay.
It's gonna be an 8 for Mordecai.
Okay.
For Shiboy.
And Jackson?
17.
There we go.
Nice.
I'm glad someone's
All right.
rolling well.
You got a +2.
All right. All right, Mordecai, you're not last, though, so keep that in mind.
Hey.
All right. So, Jackson, you are actually first. What are you doing?
So the window that I'm almost to is the one that they're shooting out of?
We're gonna say that you're in now. You have
I'm
made
in
it
now?
in during the Phantasmal Force situation. You were able to get yourself in, and you see the contraption that they were using to fire out the window. It looks like a broken crossbow. Like, that's the best way you would be able to describe it later on. And you can tell, even untrained, you can tell that this thing is just radiating some sort of magic power.
Okay, so there's no one operating it?
Not presently.
Okay. Is there anyone else upstairs still?
Not in this room. You are hearing shouting from the next room.
Okay.
You're in, and this is an inn, so you're in one of the rooms, and they have gone over to the rooms facing the other wall.
Okay. How big is this broken crossbow?
Maybe about like 3 feet across by 2 feet across.
So I can pick it up and move it?
So it's like a heavy crossbow.
You would have to make a strength check. It is sat on top of a bunch of rocks as well.
Okay.
That's kind of what's propping it up.
Okay. I would like to do 2 things. I would like to be able to pick it up and turn it around and face it at the door to the room, not the window. And then I would just like to make so much noise.
Okay. Okay. Roll me that strength check.
Just so much noise.
12?
Okay, you can do it, and you do make a bit of noise doing that. It's a lot heavier than you anticipated.
Come on, you stupid thing. Move. I will turn you against your master. Ha! Come and get me, boys.
Alright, what are you using in the room to make the most noise?
Is there like one of those maid service bells?
Yes,
Did you just roll for bell?
I did.
Clang, 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 clang. Well, it's more like tinkle, 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 tinkle. Along with the crossbow moving and the rocks falling.
Okay.
You could just drummed on your chest.
That'll
Yeah.
on your armor.
That'll work. Okay.
So I move the crossbow to face the door. I make bell noises, and I draw my sword.
Awesome. Okay. You do all of those things. Okay. That will draw. Okay. That works. So immediately when you do that, you see one of these things run into the room, and it's not what you were expecting. The one that runs in is about 4 feet tall. It wears a long blackened cloak. The cloak itself looks like it's made out of leaves and vine. It looks like a tiny gray elf. And it runs at you, and it runs into the room, and it's going to try to make an attack.
Okay. Come at me.
Alright. It's probably not going to do it, though. 15?
16.
No, it
Ha
misses.
ha.
Alright. Okay.
Ting, ting,
And-
ting.
That was actually just the bell.
Yeah. I do drop the
All right.
bell as I get out of the way of the attack. There you go.
And Mordecai.
Mm.
A dagger from the window of the inn flies out right at you. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. Go ahead and take 7 damage.
Ow. That's a good dagger.
Yeah, it's a good dagger. Roll max on it.
I didn't care for that.
And then the Phantasmal Force, that's just for 1 round and then it's gone, right?
It's concentration up to a minute.
Okay, is there any way for them to break it?
On their turn, they can make saves.
And what is the check I have to make? Or what is the number I have to hit, the DC?
13.
Okay. And it breaks your illusion, and you see it come towards the window. And the both of you outside can actually now get a pretty good look at these two as well. One of them looks the same thing as I described for Jackson. However, another one, it looks similar, but it's taller and looks like it is much, much older.
The fuck are those?
And that will take us to both of your turns.
Eh?
Alright, are you first or am I first?
Zafir is first.
Okay.
How big is this building? Across? Because I know that Jackson's in a separate room, so I'm wondering if I fireball these two dudes, if Jackson will get blasted by it.
Make an intelligence check.
That's a natural 20.
There is probably a wall in between these two rooms. If you fireball the first room, he will probably not be in any immediate danger.
Awesome. Yeah, I lift my dragonfire lamp and let out a nice tasty fireball.
Okay.
Little ball, man.
Fireball.
Launch that fireball.
Fireball. So they need to make some good old dexterity checks.
Okay. What is the save I have to make? Or the DC, rather?
I'm assuming 13. That's my spellcasting thing.
So. Okay. They both pass, but they're still going to take half damage.
Yep. So that's 22. So 22, so that'd be 11 for both of them.
That is a potent attack for both of them.
A hit, I say. A palpable hit, indeed.
I was thinking it. I wasn't going to say it.
All right. Mordecai, what are you doing?
How the window itself, how big is it?
Mm-hmm.
Like across?
About 2 feet.
Damn. Okay. So not big enough for a bear to fit through, say.
No, big enough for a bear to Winnie the Pooh itself in.
That'd be the cutest thing ever, though.
Yeah, I'd rather not. Bonus action, I'm gonna shift.
Okay.
So I get a bit hairier, and my eyes get a little angrier, and my fangs get little sharper canines.
Nice.
Look more like a beast man. And I think I'm just gonna full dash into the building and try and link up with Jackson.
Okay.
Because I very desperately wanted to turn into a bear and climb this building, but I can't fit. I wouldn't. That would be a fool's errand at this point.
Okay, so you're just gonna bust in through the front door and try that?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Mr. Kool-Aid style.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and make me a strength check.
Sure. Plus that's gonna be 15.
Okay. You make it as far as the door, and you spend the rest of your round trying to open the door. Because it's the barred door.
I quit this podcast.
Where'd your character sheet go, bro?
I quit this stupid podcast. Y'all can go on without me. Mordecai dies in fiction.
Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, this part of the podcast is brought to you by an advertiser who gave up.
Puns. It's
Zafir performs a beautiful aria at your funeral.
Okay, thanks, bud. Alright, cool. I break down
but yeah,
the
you will be able,
door.
Yeah, you'll be able to break down the fucking door by the end of the round.
Okay.
So you try to pull it once, and then it doesn't come, and you say "fuck it," and you just kind of start punching through. But because you're in beast mode, you forget that that's supposed to hurt.
For flavor text, can I just produce flame and start also fiend blasting this thing? Not to it won't expedite anything. I just want to I want that
Absolutely,
visual.
you can. Absolutely.
I'm just like blowtorching this door.
The fact that Chase had this wonderful pun around the door makes me even happier that I decided to climb the building.
I'm glad someone found it. I'm just not happy that person was me.
Oh,
Jackson, that is going to take us back to the top with you.
cool. Did the crossbow shoot the guy?
It did not. You have to, fire it.
Oh, okay. Okay. The way it was described, I thought it shot on its own.
No, I'm sorry.
Because of of all the magic pouring off of it.
Yeah, there is a mechanism, not a mechanism, but there is, you do have to fire it.
Okay. Oh, well. Well, I guess that goes out the window then. Doesn't matter then. Then I guess I just attack this guy.
Okay.
So I bonus action Fighting Spirit. Because I'm a fighter, and this is the one thing I do. Bonus action Fighting Spirit, and then I will attack. I have rolled a natural 20.
Excellent.
And 6. That will be 18 slashing damage.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
I would like to... You said he's shorter? He's like 4 foot?
Yeah.
Well, if you're already that low to the ground, let me make you even shorter. And I cut his head off by a head.
Boo.
You do that. And as soon as his head is disconnected from his body, you see a light start pouring off of him and off of his clothes. And anything organic about him starts to brighten. Make me a constitution check, please.
What the fuck?
Check or a save?
Saving throw, yes.
Okay.
Saving throw.
18.
Okay. You are able to throw your hands up in front of your eyes quick enough that you are not blinded.
Great. Can I use my movement to go back over to the crossbow? I probably don't have enough action to pick it up and have it, but that's what I'm going to do. Now that I've realized that I have to actually shoot it, and it won't just magically shoot itself, because Jackson doesn't know much about magic.
No. Make me an intelligence check real quick.
Your strong suit.
Natural 1.
Okay, you go over and grab it.
I pick it up.
All right, that is going to take us to one of the little guys, and he is going to take cover because he was hurt very badly. Okay, and
there's a 90% chance of snow tomorrow.
Oh,
Minnesota, why? Sorry, continue.
Zephyr, it is your turn.
That's me. Sorry, I just got real down for my turn now. So I set the place on fire. Can I see any of the dudes still?
Yeah, one of them, the tall one, is still in the window.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna give him an Eldritch Blast.
It's a good attack.
That's a 17.
That'll hit.
Okay. And that will be dealing 12 force damage.
Okay. And you, from a distance, as you see your bolt connect with him, his hands kind of go to where the wound is, and the exact same thing that just happened to Jackson, you see happen.
They just burst into light and stuff?
Yep. And
it's
now...
fucking weird, man.
Yeah. And let's take a look here. And now I gotta make a check for the other guy, because the little one is still in the room with him. And... Okay. Okay. So what you see the light pouring off of this big one. And when the light starts pouring off, Jackson, you can see from the other room, you can see from down the hall as it's pouring off. Actual flames are coming off of this one.
And then you hear Zephyr like, ha ha, got him!
And then you see a much smaller burst of light right next to it.
What?
Does the fire from the one kill the other one?
That is exactly what just happened, yes.
Yes! 2 for 1!
Double kill.
Mordecai, you run up into the room as you see
I kick down the door, I kick it in, it's like, alright, who's next?
and the answer is nobody, because they are all dead.
I did it. I poke out the window. Zephyr, I did it. Zephyr.
I'm so proud of you.
They're dead before I even got here.
I would like to go upstairs.
Is there's nobody else upstairs?
Nope.
Okay. So Zephyr, as you're coming upstairs, you see Jackson like swing around the corner with the crossbow. Huh!
Hello.
Easy, big fella.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Did you get them all? I got mine up here.
I killed a door.
Nice! Nice. How many doors is that today?
3.
And counting.
That is 3 we've destroyed.
And counting.
It's only like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh my god.
We have a whole day of door breaking to do.
Here, Magic Boys, and I hold out the crossbow. What do? Here. I have found something very important, and that is that it does not shoot on its own. I have learned this. You must still shoot it. It is magical, but only so much. Here, you take it.
Eldridge Sight, it just tells me it's School of Magic with Eldridge Sight.
It is...
Detect magic.
You are not reading off a particular school. If anything, it is conjuration. What you are getting is Fey. This is Fey as fuck.
Alright. I mean, can I strap the mother to my back?
It is... This thing... Maybe I'm doing a really bad job of explaining this, and I'll own that. It is attached to, like, a really big rock on the bottom. So it's kind of like a smaller ballista, essentially.
Oh, so it's like mounted, like it's bolted down onto stuff. I thought you meant like it was just like laying on the thing.
Yeah,
gotcha.
So yeah, if it's like bolted down, this thing's not going.
My apologies. No, this thing is large. It's large and unwieldy.
Should we break it? Should we break it?
Probably. It's probably for the best. All right, Mordecai, do what you do, and I just step back and like cross my arms, like.
Jackson, thoughts? Before I go to Pound Town on this thing?
I've rolled well. I might have a thought. Phrasing. You said it's... Zephyr, you said it's Fey?
Yeah, it is, as what I'm feeling is, Fey as fuck, I do believe is the terminology I'm getting.
I didn't know that patrons fucked. I go over... Alright, then I go back over to the crossbow lista.
Crossbow lista, I like it.
Bow lista.
I put my hands on it, I guess, and now that I know that all the weird things that happened around the fountain when I was a kid, and that weird energy, now that I know that's Gaia and the patron, and she's a Fae, can I connect that in some way and see if this thing feels like her? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I do. I want you to
if it's
give me
a relic of Gaia, I don't want to destroy it.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Because this is a reach for you.
11 minus 1, 10.
10? It could be. It's hard to tell. You never had a whole lot of, like, explicit experience with her, so you're not super positive. But, I mean, it could be.
Okay.
Hang on. Here's a thought. I put my hammer down. Hey, Mr. Wanderer, it's been a minute. You still up there?
Of course. I thought you'd forgotten about me.
Never. How connected are you to, like, the other types of guides? Like, are you connected all to the Fae or to the Outsiders?
Honestly, barely.
Okay.
Like, when I was set with Despera, I would speak with the General a fair bit, but not so much right now. So
well, let me ask it this way.
You and me.
Let me ask it this way then. Are the guides or the patrons known for having sort of weapons or other artifacts that you guys have put into the world?
Not anymore.
Oh.
So if you did have something, it'd be really kind of ancient.
It would be very old. However, I think we might be dealing with some extraordinary circumstances.
Fair enough. Alright, thank you.
Of course.
What did he say?
It used to be a thing that the patrons would provide weapons, tools, artifacts, and the like, but not anymore. But he did say that we are, under some pretty extraordinary circumstances. So this is possibly something that is tied to Gaia. And honestly, that's enough of a thing that I'm okay with not turning it into splinters.
Well, how about this? Can I go, can I make an investigation check on the room?
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. I've rolled a natural 1 again.
Okay.
Damn.
Is that 3 or 4?
Now that's only 2.
You've also nat 20 twice.
That's true.
Though,
It
so
all
like...
evens out. I was looking for the crossbow bolts, in the hopes that if we just destroy those, then nobody can use the crossbow.
Yeah. You start to look for those, and then you remember, oh man, I'm in an inn. I haven't had a beer in a minute. And
you guys find the ammo. I'm gonna go drink. What do you want? I'm buying.
Right now, freedom's on tap.
I'll look for some bolts.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just assist, give you advantage.
That's a 15.
Okay.
Take advantage. I'm assisting.
Oh. Okay, that's 19.
Okay, with a 19, you spend about a minute looking around for bolts, and then you actually move to inspect the device itself. And you get it set back up out into the window just to perform an experiment. Roll me an Arcana check.
I'm pretty good at this.
That's good, I'm not.
That's another natural 20. Thank you,
Okay.
Montague. You're
Damn,
being a good
Montague.
boy today.
So you go up to the top of where the crossbar is, and you grab where you think the string should be, and you just with your hand pull it back. And as you do that, an arrow forms right in where the bolt should be, and you launch it, and it whizzes out.
It's one of those.
So, oh man, I want this now. Okay.
It's
Hey,
one of
what
those.
do you guys want? They got beer and shittier beer.
All I want is this crossbow now, but I can't have it.
I'll have a beer.
Okay. I think I found some peanuts too.
Nice.
I very mopily walk downstairs.
Well, hang on, Zephyr. What? I don't feel comfortable just leaving this thing here. I mean, well, I don't know what the fuck those things were that were using it. They were clearly using it maliciously. Unless they weren't. Fuck, now I'm getting myself confused. Maybe, see this thing, we don't know anything about them. What if they were some sort of, ancient guardian of Gaia?
Are there any remains?
Let me double check.
Or have they all just kind of poofed into oblivion? Or am I reading any sort of residual energies?
There are, where they once stood, there are piles of ash. And in those piles of ash, sit their weapons.
Ooh, what weapons they got?
The 2 in the room, the one in the room with the crossbow that Jackson killed, there sits, 3 daggers. The 2 in the other room, one of them had a saber and a dagger, and the other one had, 2 daggers.
Just normal daggers?
More just normal daggers. So
Nothing-
a total
nothing
of
fancy
5
about these
daggers
daggers?
and 1 saber.
Oh. Well, lame.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I'm kind of torn.
Could we try to detach the crossbow from its stone encasement?
Wait, hang on. What if I just cut the bowstring?
I mean, it is made of some sort of magical energy.
I'm real strong.
You know what? Actually, give it a shot, please. I would like to see this.
I've already climbed up a building. You can cut a magical bowstring.
I'll try to. I'll pull my machete and try and cut the bowstring.
Okay, go for it.
What do I do? Strength?
An
attack roll?
Strength, because there's going to be a lot of force behind it. Go ahead and roll.
Apparently it's just natural one night.
So you take your machete and
I drop it and I stab myself in the foot.
Well, no, here's what happens. You take your machete down onto the bowstring and it just bounces right back off with like a twang. And it puts a notch into the machete.
Oh, shit.
Can I
There goes that plan.
make in combined arcana and maybe insight to determine a way to maybe detach said crossbow?
You can try.
Okay. Alright, Monties. Let's represent. Alright, so let's do this.
Here you go. Here's your... What are we doing?
Ooh.
Hey, thanks.
So double 14.
We're trying to figure out what to do with this damn thing.
Insights 2.
It seems too important to
Arcana's
destroy,
3,
but
so that's
too
5.
dangerous to just leave here.
33.
You are able to determine that if you were to detach the top from the bottom, it would all stop working.
Okay.
However, as you do that and you're coming to that conclusion with that insight check, you also figure it's like, well, I haven't seen anybody else in this particular part of town. This might be the only crew in the area. I could probably just hide this and we could figure out what to do with it later.
You know, that's a really good point, Zafir.
I exactly. I said all of those words.
That's great. Here, you definitely deserve
Man, I'm
this beer.
insightful.
And I hand you the beer, the other good beer, and I keep the shitty one.
I slam it.
What a hero. Jackson's the real MVP. He gives the Miller Lite to us and keeps the Natty Light for himself.
Yeah, this
All right,
Colt
so yeah,
45
I
goes
guess
down bad.
I do my best to hide it.
Yeah, we'll just pick this up and shove it in a broom closet.
You drag it to the closet in that room and you throw a blanket over it.
Yes. Throw a blanket over it.
Put a little fence around it.
GM, can I roll to build a little fence around it?
I gotta watch me some Bravest Warriors.
I rolled a 14 plus 8 for fence building, so it's a 22 for fence building.
It's
very good.
It's fantastic. There is a small
Killer.
child whitewashing it. It's fantastic. He's tricked other children into doing it for him.
Oh.
Literary reference. Yeah.
Alright. Let's get the fuck out of this stupid inn.
Hold on. Well, wait. Can I roll a knowledge or history to know what 4-foot gray elves are?
I'm
not gonna know this.
Yeah.
You're not gonna know
this.
this? Okay.
You're not gonna know this.
Okay. Here's what I'll do then.
Mm-hmm.
Boys, you guys saw these little gremlin-looking death elves, right?
No.
Do you guys know what these are?
Yeah, I have no idea what these are.
So here's the thing. I want everybody to roll me a knowledge arcana. Jackson, if you get a nat 20, you will know this.
Wow.
Nope.
Well, I got a 19.
Okay.
Yeah, is an 18.
No.
Okay. You two have heard of this.
Oh.
Mordecai, it has been, like, very loosely referenced at home every so often when your folks would talk about dealings with forest magic and the Fae. Zephyr, when you got your kind of overview of the dangers of the different realms of warlock magic, this is something that came up in your studies. These were called darklings, and they are denizens of the gloaming forest, which is where Gaia resides.
Are they in Le Monster Manual?
They are in Levolos Guide to Monsters.
Okay.
You guys said these things are darklings?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
These guys are gross looking.
Here's... If we don't know too much about them, here's my idea. And I pull out my scroll.
Hey!
Oh, yeah.
I pull out the scroll and I start to pen a note to Addie of, hey, in Plainswatch, things aren't going so well. Giant tree. Also, found these things called darklings, 4-foot gray elves, and I described the cloaks that they were wearing too. Do you have any information on this? Do you have books in your magical school about this? I would really appreciate the help. Winky face.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Miss you, XOXO Jackson.
So you fold it up and it sends the message along. Do you guys have anything else you'd like to do in the inn while you're here?
Could this actually be grounds for short rest territory?
If you would like, yes.
Boys, I've used up a lot of juice, and I would like to take a little bit and drink this beer and savor it a little bit.
That
Can you get spell slots back from a short rest there?
No, but I can get my shifting and my wild shape back. And some much needed hit points.
Alright, yeah, that would be nice. I haven't lost any.
That's nice.
So
I will gladly take a rest.
Cool.
Thank you for joining us here on Another Path. You can find our website at anotherpathpodcast.com, on Twitter at anotherpathpod, and on Facebook at facebook.com/anotherpathpodcast. You can also find us all on Twitter, Griffin at GriffCold, Ryan at Ryan Albrecht, Zach at That Guy Zach Robb, and me at TQ Loudly. You can also find me on my new podcast, Shakespeare, where I and some fellow theater types sit around, have a few bevs, and talk about the most famous playwright in history. It's a little looser in style and tone, and frankly, editing. I'm a less of a vocal presence, but it's absolutely worth a listen. If you're listening day and date of this coming out, it should be out today, so definitely hop on to iTunes or your podcatcher of choice. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a new episode, and until then, remember to always describe your crossbow listas with the best detail possible.